real thing right now. Look, it feel like a real thing right now. Hey,
ready.
I'm ready too.
Well, let's go then. Let's pull the fight forward.
You dealing with the best man on the planet. You dealing with one that will knock you out with 1 punch.
What's up, Boxy fans? I'm just enjoying this clowning, crazy clowning at Los Angeles press conference between Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder. And they do a good job selling the fight, but even if they wouldn't be clowning so much as they did, it'd still be a good fight, and I'm sure people would buy tickets easily. It's a hell of a fight, should be a firework. Let's see what they bring to the fight. Tyson Fury, it's going to be his 27th fight, 27, and he's still undefeated. They're both undefeated, and for Deontay, it's going to be fight number 41 as well. He won all of them by KO 39, only one by decision so far. He's a heavy, big puncher, and he's going to be defending his WBC belt. And the challenger, Tyson Fury, he's a very mouthy guy, and I love his antics. He's very funny. He's also a very smart guy, and it's going to be taking place December 1st at Staples Center in Los Angeles. I'm glad it's going to be taking place in California in USA, because if it will be taking place in England, I hate when it happens, but very frequently in England the robberies take place. Anyone who comes from abroad, and it happens pretty frequently, the judges there are very biased. Even the referees are so biased that it just sucks. But anyway, it's good it came to the USA. So Deontay Wilder fights on his homeland, defending his belt. What Tyson Fury brings into the fight? He had last fight, good fight, I mean real fight, against Klitschko in 2015. How many? 3 years ago. He did good in that fight, even though Klitschko at that time was already pushing 40, but he was still kind of okay. But Tyson, of course, we give credit to Tyson. He moved very well, especially for this so big guy. He is 6'9", he's huge, those long limbs, but he still has, for the big guy, he has amazingly nimble feet. He moves on the feet very well. He surprised Klitschko, 40-year-old Klitschko. Now, for 3 almost years he was inactive, and according to his statement, he had lots of beer drinking parties. He had a big belly. He lost about 18 or 20 pounds for a short period of time. I don't think it's good for him, for his overall shape, physical shape. And judging by his last fights, they were like buffoonery too. One fight was 4 rounds against some dude from Switzerland who is Albanian originally, who has no knowledge of boxing at all. He was just running from him, and it was just like a very soft sparring session, 4 rounds. Then another fight was so-called fight last August, like 3 months ago. He fought Pianeta from Italy. Pianeta, he never grabbed any star from the sky, and he himself, he's a survivalist from the cancer, and he has no punch, nothing, no techniques. So it was another just 10 rounds sparring, and I didn't see any punches thrown. Well, or at least he could knock him out at the end on 9th or 10th round. I mean Fury, he didn't do nothing. So at this point we don't know if Fury still have a punch or not, and at what shape he is. I don't believe he is in 100% shape. Maybe 60, maybe 70, maybe 90, but definitely not 100%. Yet he is clever, he's shrewd, he might be bringing some surprises, we don't know, into this fight. But he can, of course, explore some mistakes, technical mistakes, which Deontay Wilder still does. Deontay Wilder, he was still back in the 2009, I believe, in the amateurs. One Russian guy in the amateurs by name Evgeny Romanov, he knocked out Deontay Wilder. It was second or third round. And he threw, when Deontay Wilder, I noticed he had a mistake when he threw his jabs, and then he, before throwing his, straight, powerful punch, after the jabbing, he bends forward and to the right. He puts his chin right in the line of fire. And any smart technician who sees that, I mean an opponent, even without a big punch, if he sees it, he'll take advantage of it. And that Russian guy, Evgeny Romanov, he took care of it. He knocked him out. And I saw that Deontay Wilder did the same mistake when fighting his last fight versus Luis Ortiz. He also, when he threw his jabs, and then he, before throwing this, he dips himself right into the line of fire. And it was, he was lucky that Ortiz, he didn't take advantage of it because Ortiz quite shorter than him, and he has shorter arms. But for the first time in his life, he fights somebody who actually taller than him. He himself is tall guy, 6'7", but Fury, he's 6'9", and so he has pretty good range, so he can catch him. So if Tyson, if his trainer, he took into account these mistakes which Wilder does, then he can take advantage of it. He even can knock him out as well. But since if Tyson would be 100% shape, I usually always give advantage to the technician versus puncher. Then he would be coming to this fight, according to my judgment, about 60 to 40% chances would be for Tyson to win this fight, most likely by decision. Although he also can connect if Deontay does this error. But since he's not in good shape, then the table is turned. I do give to Deontay about 60% of chances to win, and Fury is going to be having about 40%, maybe 60 to 40 or maybe 55 to 45, but still in favor of Deontay Wilder. If he goes the distance and in the later rounds, Tyson might get tired, so he can make him make a mistake, and he can knock him out. That's for sure. He can do that. But again, Tyson also has a chance. He can turn the table anytime if he catches Deontay Wilder making his mistake because his defenses are full of holes, even though he's such a great puncher. But as far as two men, they are great men. They are very funny. They play a role of mad, angry, crazy man, but actually they're good guys. And Deontay Wilder especially, he has, I like his idea. He is a good religious man, and when he started fighting, I remember he said that he was making money to cure his sick, disabled daughter who has spina bifida, which is an inborn disease. And I give him a credit. He is a good father. He is getting good money for his daughter. So we will wish them, let the best man wins, and see who is going to win a victory, who's going to get a victory in this fight. We'll talk after this fight, after December 1st.